Hi, I finished listening to another book on Audible, and I don't manage to read the lists of all the prizes that are around, but I try and read the winners. And this one won this year's 2024, this year's International Booker Prize. And it's Kairos by Jenny Erpenbeck. And it's a novel that I've got very mixed feelings about. A novel that made me feel very uncomfortable at times. But there are bits of it that I liked. It's got a framing device. We start off with Katerina going through boxes of documents and books and diaries and stuff, and then we sort of meet up with her again at the same time period at the end of the book. And then as she's looking through these boxes, we are taken back to 1986, East Berlin, when she is a 19-year-old student. And she just encounters on a bus Hans, a 53-year-old writer. And they begin this love affair. At 53, he's 10 years older than her own father, and he's married. And that is one thing that I could not get my head around. The way that her family, her parents, accepted the fact that her boyfriend was this 53-year-old married man. If I'd have got home one day when I was that age and told mum and dad, oh, my new lover's 53, I can hear the arguments that would have ensued. But they just accepted it, and gave her advice and stuff like that. And I thought, what? Anyway, the one thing I did like, though, was the way the author switches perspectives. You sort of, blah, 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 he thinks. Blah, 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 she thinks. Blah, 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 he thinks. Blah, 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 he thinks. I haven't got the quotes here, so I can't say it. But it's that sort of thing. He thinks, she thinks, he thinks, she thinks. So you've got this almost blurring, and that I did like. I know I've read some reviews, and they talk about the way that the author has run-on sentences and lack of punctuation. I was listening to it on Audible, so I can't comment about that. These two, they do share this love of art and music. And I'm sorry, this is one of my pet peeves. I really do not enjoy being made to feel stupid. You come across some books and they go into great depth about this small movement in this symphony or this section of this artwork. If you don't know them, you think it just washes over you, and you're left to feel really stupid because you don't know this exact movement in this symphony. You might know another symphony, but you don't know this one. You know what I mean? And that there's a lot of that in here, and I don't enjoy it when I don't, when it assumes that, it makes the assumption that everybody is as well educated as they are, that sort of thing. Anyway, that's just my pet peeve. So, whatever. I'm not stupid. There are elements of the relationship as well that I didn't like, that made me feel so uncomfortable. There's things he does, and this sort of, you think, well, where's the consent here? And it highlights the power and the control that he exerts over this teenager. She's 19. And then when she goes off on an internship and she has this brief fling, his cruelty knows no bounds. He is awful to her. and so it did make, I did lose a little, it lost a little bit of credibility, because why are you staying with this man? Go and find someone your own age who will treat you nicely. But what I did like about this was the backdrop of the time period, that she's not giving us a history lesson, but she's showing us the lives of the East Germans contrasted with the West Germans before the wall fell. The things that Hans and Katharina are doing, it highlights sort of the very different lives that the East and West were having, particularly when Katharina goes over to West Germany on a visit to visit relatives, and the contrast. So I enjoyed that. It was almost a history lesson without giving us a history lesson. And then when the wall falls, the lives of the East Germans seem to be immediately absorbed into the life of the West Germans. Almost their old life seems to vanish overnight. So very mixed feelings about this book. Really, really mixed feelings. I didn't enjoy the relationship of these two. I didn't enjoy watching it. I didn't like the way Katharina became when she was with him. But I did like the historical glimpses that we got. So I don't know. I do like. But I'm rambling. I don't know. I can't really say that. I didn't enjoy a lot of it, but I enjoyed bits of it, if that makes sense. So that was Kairos by Jenny Erpenbeck. I'll see what wins the International Booker Prize next year. Some of the ones that do win this International Booker Prize, they do throw up some very strange ones at times. I mean, there was the one, I can't remember the title, about the girl on the farm. That was a very strange one. Last year's was The Time Shelter. Yeah, I think I like that one more than this one. Anyway, I'm mumbling again, so I will leave you now, and I will say it again. Happy reading. Take care.